Here we are, October 13th. Beautiful day in northeast Alabama, Scottsboro. I'm on location. I do the morning show on location. I'm around behind our software building today on the deck that we have, that we enjoy, that we can come out here and take a break. And we need to take a break from being asleep and not involved as people. I heard Chuck Colson this morning. I listened to Moody Radio, and if y'all hadn't found that yet, you ought to try it. It comes in good up here in northeast Alabama. It's a Chattanooga station. It's 88.9 FM. Wonderful programming, inspiring news, good speakers, good programming. Wonderful thing to lift your spirits. But Chuck was saying this morning about being in countries. I'm sure he's traveled a lot since he's got his prison ministry going, where nobody gets to vote. What dark countries those are. And he was urging people to get politically involved. And I think we are getting politically involved a lot more. I wouldn't be out here on the back of this porch talking to y'all if I hadn't felt the need to do that. And I think a lot of people are. And I think that's great. I have mentioned to several people that the administration that we have locally and the administration that we have in Washington with the paid professional politicians, probably they've awakened us to the caliber of people that we've allowed to have these positions, and the experience level that they have at managing and running a business as big as the government is. They're politically inclined and they know how to run a machine, but when they get elected, they don't know how to run our government. So I'm asking for you to vote and get behind me and develop an army and a team and pass out some of my cards door to door and ask your friends and write my name in as House of Representative, District 23, to be elected November the 2nd, to go to Montgomery and represent this corner of the state in some big changes. I'll make some big changes. I'll get on top of the table. I'll turn the tables over. I've worked hard. My family's worked hard. My father, my grandfather, we've worked and we've made an honest living in a great country, and we've made it all on top of the table. And we're getting taken over by socialism. And it's not good. It's not as good as what we've been used to. And I'm concerned, and I think there are a lot of people concerned. So I really applaud the administration that's in Washington and the administration that's in our local legislative delegation for allowing us to see what we've got, how pitiful it is. Management, no management, integrity, character, paid professional politicians. Now, I'm ashamed that it's taken this much to get me involved in this. And I think I met a lot of people last week that feel the same way I do. They're ashamed that we've allowed this. Socialism is just a leg of communism. It's government control. It's that we don't have enough sense to do it. We've got the greatest economic, it's the greatest it's ever been. Our democracy is. The working middle class work. They spend their income. It rotates in a tax base. It's all it needs. The more it's spent, you get taxes. It's a multiplier effect. That's why we have what we have in America. We have a wonderful middle class group of people. But now we've got 50% of us that pay taxes and 50% that pay nothing. So, you know, I thought about this the other day. People are up in arms about Social Security. I can't believe that that bunch sold my daddy, or however they did it. That was the start of the fall, probably, of what we've got going on now. They named it what it is, Social Security. Now, it's where it is now. You can't stop it, I guess. I don't know what you do with it. I don't know how you fix that. But think about what they sold us on. They sold us that the government could save our money for our retirement better than we could. What about that? They can't run a post office. They can't run anything. All they're made for is to protect us from each other and people outside in other countries. That's it. That's what the government, that's what it was created for. That's all Franklin and that bunch had it set up to do. It's grown, it's growing, it's getting faster. Got to put the brakes on. That's what I'm trying to do right now. That's what I want to go to Montgomery. I'm going to put some brakes on this thing if you elect me and send me down there. I promise you I am. And I don't care if I'm the only one. I'm going to turn the tables over. They hadn't seen anybody like Bob Starkey down there because I'm not in politics. I don't ever want to be reelected. If I do a good job, I'm serious. If I do a good job and I figure that thing out and I think I'm effective, I'm going to run for governor in 4 years. I'm sick and tired of these guys that have no management skills. They don't know anything except how to take money and buy votes. Take my money, my power bill paid for, your power bill paid for, and then come out here and make us insult us that say that, you know, so-and-so gave the money. No, no. Humility. Find me some humility in that group of people. Not any humility in it. So, I'm asking you to vote for me. I'm giving cards out. That's the extent of my campaign right there. I'm going to print a couple of thousand of these. I'm going to pass them to you. I'm going to ask you to pass them on. Tells you, write Bob Starkey in, fill the era in. I'm a Shad McGill fan. Big, big Shad McGill fan. If you know we hadn't had anybody to step up, the whole machine would have gone in unopposed, and they wouldn't have had to buy all those signs out of all that money that they've taken from us. At least Tennessee Valley Sign's doing good. They've added some jobs down there, them having to buy all those signs. But Shadrach stood up. I want to be Meshach. Took me a while to get here, but there were some conditions and some situations that made me where I could not come on. That's the man. There's the stones. I'm giving out stones. We're going to slay Goliath. And on November the 2nd, we're going to cut his head off with a sword that says, your record. Got these? Got a man with a family. Guess what he's got in that family? 2 foster children. 2 foster children. He's been on missionary trips. He's got a heart of the kind of person. He and I are like-minded. That's what I want. I'll ride with him to Montgomery. Did he get those foster children and start taking care of them years and years ago, where Bob Starkey could sit on the back porch and do that? Say what a great man this is? No. He didn't know a year ago that he was going to run. A man does what's right when the lights are not on. That's the kind of man I want to put down there. He doesn't know what he's doing. I don't know what I'm doing. But I'm better than what's in there, and he's a lot better than what's in there. We're not good, but we're better. And that's my campaign. I'm against paid professional politicians. And if I'm not good, I'm better than what's in there. So, I got a little story to tell you. I'm going to make this a little more brief. I've been making long talks. A lot of you are watching it. We're seeing it on YouTube, the numbers, big numbers. So I hope y'all are enjoying this. Do like Chuck Colson said. We got 3 weeks roughly to get politically involved. And it'll go away. All the people are doing all of this talk. They'll go in their holes and y'all won't know about it. You'll know about me if you elect me. I'll promise you. I'll have meetings. I'll listen to you. We'll work things out. And I'll storm Montgomery. They'll wish they never heard of Northeast Alabama and Bob Starkey. I'm gonna get communication. We're gonna tape everything that goes on. We're gonna set up and verify lobbyists. We're gonna wire people up, get lobbyists to offer us bribes. Yep, we're gonna put them in the penitentiary. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna put them on work gang. Instead of down there working that floor, giving that money out to strip it and keep it away from doing what it's supposed to be doing, we're going to put them in the penitentiary. And I'm going to take pictures of them and put them on my website as we put them in the pen. We're going to send them lobbyists home. There shouldn't even be a word lobbyist. That's an invented word. I think it was Ulysses S. Grant was up there smoking cigarettes and having a drink at the Washington Hotel, and they found out about it and went down there to talk to him to get their special things done in the lobby of the Washington Hotel. And that's how they came up with the word lobbyist. No, ain't no lobbyist. They're paid professional bribers, and there's no place in our economy and in our government for those kind of people. I'll promise you they don't want me down there. They'll be unemployed when I get through. So there's some things that I want to do that I think make sense to a lot of people up here that you feel the same way, but you hadn't had representation that would do that.